A body has been arranged in a way that doesn't look like an ordinary murder. Rather, it looks like a perfect work of art, or a piece of masterwork. The main protagonist of the story, Suchan Kim, is a failed artist. He is extremely depressed and struggling with life. He constantly tries to paint in his studio, but is not having any success. An incident from the past haunts him. He once held an art exhibition where he presented a concept of his own, which was largely on a self-destructive theme. But at the time, the world was taking him for granted. He woke up a little late today, so he left a little late. Although he once dreamed of becoming a great artist, he currently works as an instructor for young children at this academy. A student from nearby called out to him and said, "Mr. Kim, I can't get the volume right. Can you take a look?" When he tries to convince the student that human cheekbones are not that flat and that more mass needs to be added there, the student asks him a question instead. Suchan realizes that his deep experience and artistic knowledge are present. Just a source of laughter for generations, Suchan also becomes physically ill due to excessive mental stress. His stomach always starts to hurt when he is depressed. His own failures and insignificant life are eating away at him every moment. At this moment, 2 more people appeared in the toilet and were talking to each other. They were saying, "Seriously, you ask him anything and he never gives a straight answer. How is he even teaching here? He's friends with the director, that's why. And he barely shows up unless it's a special lecture." Someone should file a computer. As Suchan was walking home, his phone suddenly vibrated. Suchan is staring at his phone screen. On the screen is a message from his landlord. If he doesn't pay the rent, the deposit will be deducted. Just then, another message came to his phone. Suchan's last hope is dashed when his professor refuses to offer him a position. What greater defeat could there be for an artist? Suchan breaks down. He cries and blames his fate. He feels that he is destitute today after pursuing art. He even tells himself that it would have been better to work in construction than this. Suchan's current situation is due to an old social media post. He wanted to analyze a murderer named Jahak. Who is this Jahak? He is a terrifying serial killer, known to the world as the installation art killer. He murders his victims and transforms their bodies into gruesome sculptures by encasing them in plaster. He not only kills his victim, but also plasters the body and displays it in a special pose. The scene he shows is arranged in such a way that it seems as if a real body is killing a replica of itself. After the murderer kills his victim, he creates a replica or portrait by covering their body in plaster. He then displays the real body as if it is killing its own portrait. He is known publicly as Jahak, a Korean word meaning self-destruction. Then he saw how the murderer killed his victim. Seeing this, he was afraid and did not know what to do. He wondered if he was really a human or something else. After Suchan returned home, her landlord scolded her for not responding to text messages and threatened to throw her out of the house. Extremely annoyed, Suchan Heat lost consciousness and grabbed the landlord by the collar and told him to move away in a harsh voice. The landlord screamed in terror and demanded to know the reason for Suchan's aggressive behavior. Suchan is looking at some old canvases or posters piled up in a corner of his room. There is an obscure name of an exhibition visible there. He hurriedly began to remove the canvases. A kind of terror and a strong desire to know the truth were working in his eyes and face. Suchan is standing in front of a large poster, panting. The landlord is also looking at him in surprise from the side. This is the main clue. Suchan Kim had a solo exhibition titled "When I Destroy Myself" from April 13, 2020. The venue was New 9 Atelier. Suchan is screaming, "Stole my work!" Police officers are terrified by the pattern of crime, as they are under intense pressure from the upper echelons. As the killer Jahak has completed his 6th victim, a member raised his hand to check what the joints of the body were made of. Then the team leader shouted at him to stop touching anything so as not to destroy the evidence. Who is this Jahak? You will find out why he is killing people and in such a horrific way in the 2nd episode.